Good afternoon to all. My name is Paul Suvarna Bhagwan, working as Assistant Professor in RBNB College, Srirampur. Today I am going to deliver lecture on Class BSc 3rd, paper number 2nd, code 332. Subject name is Mammalian Histology. Topic name is Introduction of Cell. Every organism made up of cell, that is, it may be unicellular, made up of single cell, and multicellular. Many cells are present. Many cells are present. The cell is self-replicating, and it is also called as building block of cells. All living organisms consist of minute elements which are called as cells. The cell is smallest structural and functional unit of living cell. Cell is structural, smallest and functional living cell. Each cell consists different properties such as growth, reproduction, metabolism, and irritability. Irritability means respond to change in environment. These properties are associated with life. Each multicellular organism starts as a single cell, that is fertilized zygote cells. These zygote cells proliferation takes place. Each multicellular organism starts its existence in a single cell, and these single cells proliferates and to forms adult body. In early stage, during embryonic condition, all cells are similar in structure and size, but later on these cells are having different structure and functions, and these cells are grouped in specialized cells. These cells are grouped in specialized cells, forms organ system of living organism. Histology word is derived from two Latin words. Histo means tissue, loga means study. Simple definition of histology is study of tissue. Again, scientific definition of histology, it is branch of biology which deals with functions, microscopic structure of tissue and with their functions. This histology again intimate correlation with the various disciplines such as anatomy, physiology, pathology, and biochemistry. Histology is intimate relation to the various disciplines such as anatomy, physiology, pathology and biochemistry. Next point, uses of histology. Histology is useful in various diseases, diagnosis of diseases. Histology is useful in diagnosis of diseases in plants and animal. Histology is useful in diagnosis of diseases in plants and animal. Second, it useful in forensic investigation. Histology is useful in forensic investigation. Histology again to find out correlation between organ structure and its function. Histology taught to biologist. That is medical students or veterinary student to recognize texture of different cells. And histology is again useful to know the knowledge about formation of organs. Techniques used in histology. Next point is techniques used in histology. Here is tremendous advancement takes place in field of histology, and different tools and methods of histology used in single or combination form. Most important tool is microscope. This microscope makes invisible object into visible object. This microscope makes invisible object into visible object. This microscope again forms two types of microscope are present. First one is light microscope. These microscope use light rays. And electron microscope use beam of electrons. And electron microscope have several times greater magnification than the light microscope. In light microscope, the examined or observed tissue is in the form of living condition tissue or dead condition tissues. Living condition tissue or dead condition tissues can be used. Next point is examination of tissue or cells without any chemical treatment. Under this title, first method used is fresh or uncolored method. In this method, little bit of tissue can be removed from the animal and as well as small drop of blood taken for blood smear on the slide. Small drop of blood taken on the slide for the smear or preparation of thin film. This slide is observed under the microscope. This slide is observed under the microscope. Next method is transparent glass chamber method. Transparent glass chamber method. In this method, a small hole is made in rabbit ears. Through this hole, a glass disc is inserted, and through glass disc, here growth of blood we see growth of blood vessel or nerves can be examined directly. Next method is tissue culture method. In this method, small tissue is removed from the animal and culture in the media under laboratory condition, under aseptic condition. Aseptic means free from contamination, and this tissue cultured in under laboratory conditions and examined under the microscope. Fourth step is organ culture. Instead of cell or tissue, here organ is cultured in the laboratory and under aseptic condition, and this cultured organ is examined. For example, limb buds removed from the embryo and culture in the culture media. Next point is examination of tissue with chemical treatment or after chemical treatment. Examination of tissue or cells with chemical treatment or after chemical treatment. Under this title, first subpoint is supracoital stain. In this method, chemical substance or any dye is used. This chemical substance or dye is added on the tissue or cell. This dye does not kill the animal or cell, and such stained cell is examined under the microscope. Second method is here supravital stain. Example is Janus greenbee used for staining the mitochondria. Janus greenbee used for staining the mitochondria. Second type is whital stain. Here again chemical substance or dye is used to stain the tissue or cell, but here different method is used. This dye is administered through the injection or through the food material, and after sometimes treatment given, after sometimes this tissue is removed from the animal and observed under the microscope. Next is cell fractionation. It is also called as centrifugation. centrifugation method. In this method, different cell organelles are centrifuged according to different specific gravities. These cell organelles are different according to different specific gravity and different layers are formed. Example, nuclei and mitochondria. Example, nuclei and mitochondria get centrifuged. Mitochondria centrifuged and according to specific gravity these cell organelles are separated. It is called as a cell fractionation. It is called as a cell fractionation. Next point is examination of tissue. Examination of killed tissue. Examination of killed tissue. Examination of killed tissue. In this method again different ones are observed. First one method is migration. Migration means soaked in the strong or dilute acid. Strong or dilute acid and cells are removed. Cells are removed and cell gets separated and isolated. In this migration, cells are isolated. Next, corrosion. Corrosion. In this method, strong alkaline solution is used. Cells get dissolved. And calcareous parts remains in the solution. Next method is histochemical method. Next method is histochemical method. In this method, certain cells or tissues have affinity towards the chemical substance or dyes, and such affinities are studied under the histochemical methods. Fourth type is historadiography. In this method, X-rays are used photographing tissues and to identify elements present in the cells. Next, fifth method is ultraviolet microspectrophotometry. Fifth is ultraviolet microspectrophotometry. In this method, pressure of DNA and RNA can be detected with the help of ultraviolet rays. When the section or tissue photographed with the help of ultraviolet rays, these DNA and RNA absorbs ray and small spot is observed in the photograph. indicating nucleic acid is present. Next, number 6, immunohistochemical method. Immunohistochemical method. In this method, antigen and antibody reactions are carried out in presence of fluorescent dyes. This method is again useful for identifying some substance present in the tissue or cell. And last one is radioautography method. In this method, radioactive elements are precursors applied to the tissue for determination of its location in the tissue. Commonly used radioactive substances are C14H3, and these radioactive elements are both visible in electron and light microscope. Thank you.